Hey guys, do you watch Lifetime movies?
I was saying hello, but my mouth was full.
All I heard was. Hey guys, do you watch Lifetime movies? So we did. We watched Psycho Yoga Instructor. To my right,
Brian.
to my other right,
Christopher Lee.
Psycho Yoga Instructor.
Do I recommend it?
Yes, do you?
No.
Christopher Lee?
Wait, what was that look?
For some reason, I felt like you're going to be like, maybe like on the fence with this one. No, okay.
Wishful thinking. I really don't know. I have lots of thoughts about this movie that I'm very eager to discuss.
I do
now,
not.
I'm going to say yes.
Okay,
Wow.
you say yes, you say no, I do not.
Okay.
But you're Mr. Lifetime.
I didn't like this. But we'll
So
talk
far,
about it.
I've been Mr. Lifetime.
Yeah, very true. But yeah, we will talk about it.
This is a Johnny Bravo movie.
I was gonna write that down.
I didn't even see that.
Yeah, at the beginning.
It's the very first credit is a Johnny Bravo film.
Do you have a synopsis? What?
Psycho Yoga Instructor.
All you need to know is in the title. I mean,
Really? Yeah. I do have to say though, the dream at the beginning.
The bathroom.
the reoccurring dream
and I said,
that's throughout the movie.
If that happens actually in the movie, I will be so cross. And it kind of did.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I hate Lifetime movies.
We got a lot more to go.
I can't wait.
And what I was kind of confused about, so that's the main character, Justine.
Yes.
That's her name?
Yeah.
That's the main character. That's her reoccurring nightmare, is that she's drowning in her tub.
Yeah.
Yes.
Why is she so creepy in her own dream?
Yeah.
She's like very like
is.
gone
Yeah.
to like crazy eye and like
crazy.
Could it be because she's
like it's her
in the
own
water
dream?
the entire time? Because it looks, when you're underwater, you look wonky and stuff.
I can't see myself usually.
I see myself all the time. I don't know what you're talking about, man.
Once again, don't like the best friend.
I didn't mind her.
The best this best
And
friend.
her stupid power walking.
She wasn't as bad as the previous
She
one.
is not as bad as the
but
other one.
I can understand because
I love you.
What? Yeah.
no, you're right. I wrote down, I hate her friend. I wrote it down. Yeah, that's right. Okay, we'll get into it.
Okay.
Yeah.
The best friend mentions Domenic.
Yes.
Is that the yoga?
Yeah.
She mentions his abs multiple times. Do you ever see them in the movie?
when he's doing yoga
one
by
time.
himself.
Yeah, one time. At the beginning, she complains about her ex-husband that cheated on her and that she'll never fall for a man again. I'm just like, oh, well, good for you then. That's fine. Okay, good for you.
And out of the two movies that we've watched so far for Lifetime, we are 2 for 2 to where the wife is chastising the husband for working.
Yes. And it's also a couple that's about to have a child. Though in this one they're adopting, and the other one they're actually having a kid.
Right.
But yeah, and I feel like it's a bigger focus in this movie of like, oh, you work too much. Why are you working?
Yeah.
But like the house is huge.
Right.
It's only the two of them. And then when the yoga scene in the backyard, they have like an Olympic-sized pool.
Right.
Yep.
It's like, that's gotta be expensive.
And the guy even says, like, to afford all this, I need to work as much as I can.
And what his profession is allowing her to just take these yoga classes because she's a fucking middle school teacher. She ain't a fucking professor.
Is that what they said? Middle school?
She's a middle school
yeah,
teacher.
yeah.
She, I caught it when she's like, oh, my students, yada, yada, yada.
Right. Unless she's a middle school teacher at like some private fucking school,
Yeah.
which probably isn't the case.
It seemed like they didn't even know each other.
Who?
The couple, the woman and the husband. It's because she's like, "What? I thought you wanted a baby." It's like it was just their dynamic just seemed off until like later in the movie, like it seemed like it got better. But at the beginning, it was like two people that had no idea what the other one was thinking.
Well, it didn't get better until she had fucking egg on her face.
Pretty
because
much.
she went through his phone.
Yeah, exactly.
And
Yeah.
he was a little too forgiving.
Yeah,
like,
he was,
so
yeah.
I would have been like, bitch, you're sleeping on the couch tonight.
Exactly.
Yeah, I actually really like the husband character in this movie.
You know what?
Like, there's a few moments where he's like genuinely like very funny. I was like, oh,
Yeah,
right.
yeah. Because I did write down I hate him as well. I hated everybody, but like later on in the movie, I'm like, you know what? This guy, he's an all right guy. He's an all right guy. Oh
Is it
God!
really at 9 minutes?
I'm just.
When she goes to the first, yes.
I must have been like in a bad mood because I wrote, "I hate the yoga instructor. I hope they all kill each other."
But I mean, is it at 9 minutes where she's already going to that yoga class?
Yes.
It was very quick.
Because we have to hear that whole fucking speech.
So
I saw a green thing.
Right.
the first thing that I noticed about that scene though, and that actor, and is when he walks into the class, he's like, and I saw a small twig in the, and then I thought to myself, I was like, where's this accent going? Like,
It was, so the accent was all over the place, and at times it really made me think of Tommy Wiseau.
yes.
3410?
Oh no. What line is that? 34?
You will have my job in no time. Yes, you will.
You're gonna have my job in no time. Yes, you will.
No, at 107.
You're breaking my heart.
Yes! Oh my God! His accent at the end of the movie.
Yeah.
He sounded like Balki Bartakamus from Perfect Strangers. He should have just said Kus and Larry, and I would have been like, okay, this movie, okay.
Of course I have. Don't be ridiculous.
If Bronson Pinchot was the fucking...
I would have said yes. This movie would have been great, yeah.
The first yoga scene, but also all the yoga scenes. He is a very handsy instructor. Not cool.
I've done hot yoga before.
Okay.
Like when you're doing it,
All right.
like all the when you do all the poses and stuff, like they do walk around, and if you're not doing it right, they will like put their hand on their back instead of like a pinky in the butt, or hand on the back, and like make sure you're in the position you're supposed to be in. But it's not like how he was doing it. Like he was like rubbing, and like it was just very
weird.
very strange and off.
Maybe you need to go to more midnight classes on Saturday.
Yeah.
Like when he fucking said, he's like, apparently Mother Nature thinks the same thing of my midnight class. I don't know
Yeah.
why.
It's fine. It's fine. Oh, so I
He
got a
wishes
question.
his accent was that good.
Why is she asking permission to go do yoga? She's like, well, I want to do it, a couple times a week. He's like, well, do you think you really should? It's like, if you want to do it, just tell him, be like, hey, I found something I enjoy doing. I'm going to be doing this. It's not like they have stuff planned every night of the week. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's, the movie shows, he's a workaholic, so he's really never home. Go do yoga then. Like, you're a grown-ass woman. Like, I get you're married, but it's like, you're your own person too.
So her love of yoga escalates very quickly. And by minute 28, she decides that she wants to teach yoga.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then she starts, talking to the husband about it. And she's like, oh yeah, I want to teach yoga so you don't have to work so much.
Yeah.
She's like, yeah, I'll teach during the week and then I'll do yoga on the weekends. He's like, oh, you want to do that? She's like, yeah, I want to teach yoga so I can see you more. And I'm like, that doesn't make any sense.
Exactly.
Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Exactly. And he even said that.
I want to work 2 jobs so I can see you more.
Right. And he pulled out. He's like, how is that going to help us?
Yeah.
And she's like, well, it's because you won't me the money. And I'm just like, you don't make any sense, lady. Like, what are you talking about?
Was there a significance to the fruit smoothies in the
It's because that's what people that do yoga drink.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if this was like sponsored by like a blender company.
Another thing. So what the first class that she's going to,
Yes.
he's the husband's like, she's like, oh, she's like, oh, what are you wearing? Or something like that.
Yeah.
And she's like, yoga.
What are you wearing?
Yoga.
You signed up for yoga.
Yeah.
And then later on, the husband's like, how is yoga? And she goes, yoga class.
Yeah.
How was your yoga?
Yoga class.
Bitch, really? Like, you did the fucking same thing that he did to you fucking earlier. Like, no, you can't be a bitch. You
Hell yeah.
fucked up.
Yeah.
Like, dude, yeah, let me.
Yeah, I'm enjoying
Dude,
this.
it's just like, you can't fucking do that.
Exactly. Exactly. I think that drunk husband is better
awesome.
than regular. Yeah, drunk husband was fantastic.
He was my favorite.
Yeah, I loved drunk husband.
I was at a yacht regatta in the south of France. Or I was down at Kincaid's drinking.
It was the second one.
Oh, at 58 minutes, yoga instructor punches the mirror.
Yes.
Yes.
That was great because that one lady just comes in and is like, you said you loved me.
Yeah.
You said this. And he's like, get out of here. We're going to give you boo-boos. And she just took off. She's like, oh, okay, I'm sorry. I'm out of here.
Okay. Do we want to talk about toxins first? Or do we want to talk about the security rock or whatever?
But first, I do have to say, because I do have a bang
cluster?
and a beer, I'm going to have toxins in my body today from it. So I will need to do a cleanse.
So, my two least favorite things that I hear that has to do with like health and wellness are the word toxins and then toning.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I just want to get toned. What the fuck does that mean? Like, oh, I just want to get toned. What's your goal? I mean, it's like you want to lose weight? Like,
No, to get
I don't want to
toned.
lift weights. I'm going to get too bulky. Really? Do you know how much people fucking have to lift weights? Like to fucking put on muscle mass?
I
Like,
lifted 20 pounds the other day, and I think I put on like quite a bit of muscle mass.
yeah.
I think I did.
Well, you're just
yeah.
getting, toned.
Well, I just want to get toned. That's why.
But you're just, getting rid of the toxins.
Yeah,
But,
yeah.
I'm going to drink this. It gets rid of the toxins.
Also, you be sure not to eat too much meat because it sits in your stomach and rots. You know that, right? Have you heard that one?
No.
Oh yeah. If you eat red meat, it sits in
only
your
red
stomach and
meat?
it actually it'll rot because your body can't digest it. So yeah, that's the
Okay.
thing too.
The fucking rock. It's a fucking geode. It's a fucking geode rock.
You didn't really like the toxins part. I get it though because there's
I
no
hate
such
it.
thing as
It's not a
toxins. It's not a
thing.
thing.
It's not a fucking thing.
The going back to the first yoga class again.
Oh my God.
We totally like skipped over the part where he like leads the class through like a few stretches, and then he's like, "Let us begin."
Let us begin.
My favorite was handlebar mustache guy. Sup, sensei?
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
What? He's not a sensei. Wait a second.
There's in every single yoga scene, it's only women. Except for that one dude who's like, who they make out to be the biggest dork.
Right.
So it's like Lifetime's like, men can't do yoga. Like,
It feels like he wasn't supposed to be in the movie. He was just a dude that thought like a yoga class was gonna be there,
Right.
like for his like a regular, normal, everyday person yoga class. And they're like, you know what though? That looks cool. Just leave it in the movie. It's fine.
Yeah.
That's what it seemed like.
yeah, when Justine and the yoga instructor start like doing like the yoga at home and all that, they do yoga so close to each other, and it's not even in like let's
Right.
get close and flirty. It's
Right.
like one, they're doing yoga, so like if you lose your balance, you're gonna like headbutt the other person.
Exactly.
My snout.
Yeah, it was very strange.
Yeah.
This is really
I'm pretty sure there's one scene where they're even sharing a yoga mat. It's like they're not very expensive. Just buy two. Like,
Well, it was weird. You don't really realize, like, because the title, Psycho Yoga Instructor, the guy's psycho, but he doesn't become psycho until like 20 minutes left in the
It's
movie.
late. Yeah, right. Yeah, it's
So-
like that's a way.
Yeah, I think
later.
it's like an hour and a half, maybe hour 25.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I legitimately had the thought, I think it was about halfway through, about like 45 minutes in. I thought psycho yoga instructor referred to the girl.
You know what?
wow.
That crossed my mind too.
I didn't
Because
think
like
about
she
that.
kept, one, like she just treated her husband terribly, where she'd be
Yeah.
like, one night she'd be like, I want a baby. And then the next night she's like, I want a full-time job. So it's
Yeah.
like, whoa, pick one.
You psycho.
Yeah, I thought she was the crazy one. Because up until that point, the guy yoga
Yeah.
instructor was like maybe a little like flirty and maybe a little bit perverted,
Right.
but not like psycho.
Right, yeah.
Not
Then
psycho grandma psycho.
well, then it like flipped a switch for him. He
yeah.
he goes from this like guy with a weird accent that changes all the time to this insane dude that like can't speak in full sentences.
for my princess.
Yeah, here we go. I go, and there it is. Damn it, the bath drowning. God, I maybe it's like a foreshadowing thing. I guess they were trying to do.
I
To
think
me,
so.
it's just like it was just stupid. To me, it was just dumb.
So throughout the movie, it shows the husband taking pills.
Yeah.
What are those?
Oh yeah, they never really.
Do they?
So when he apologized, he's like, "Oh, I'll stop with the pills." I'm guessing I would just assume they're pain pills, just because it was probably in the news.
Yeah, am I right, brother?
Sorry.
Well, and now that's the other thing where there's a scene where he's like, "Oh, I'll stop doing pain pills. I know you know about it."
Yeah.
I don't know if she did.
I don't think she did.
It looked like she didn't know because all she's like, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was There were that's when they didn't have a good dynamic. I don't think the husband.
It was
and wife.
weird.
It was very weird. Like it didn't mesh at all. So, I mean, they both might be fine actors. They just weren't fine together.
No.
Yeah, if that makes sense.
No chemistry.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
That's the word.
That's the word. Yeah.
Kind of at the very end, when the Domenic is in the house with Justine, and he's getting all like, it's clearly he's the psycho one.
He's the psycho yoga instructor.
Yeah. Who knew?
Obviously, like Justine is scared. She's trying to get away. There's times when Domenic was trying to kiss her, and he makes the weirdest kissing noises. It's like, what?
So she knocked him on the head with like something. I forgot what it was.
The safety rock. The geode.
Yeah, the geode. Yeah. So he gets hit, but then he escapes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Out the window with the car. They don't see. No one's in there. And then
The movie leads you to believe he teaches a yoga class the next day. He has this massive fucking
right. It's like
right.
how like
Oh, Sensei! What the fuck happened to your
right.
face?
Exactly.
Toxins.
And he's got a completely
Anything
different
for my
accent.
princess.
He's got the Belky Bataku's accent then.
I come from Midpost. Also, that knife looked fake as shit. Just
Yeah.
Yes.
Like it came out of like a fantasy film or
like
something.
like a pirate place.
Yeah.
Something like that.
yeah.
Bran.
Yes.
Did you recommend this or no?
I did not. And there's not to say in the future, if that I won't recommend some, but so far, man, these Lifetime movies have been real stinkers.
I don't know how to answer that question. Because like if someone was like going through my movies and they're like, oh, psycho yoga instructor, that looks crazy. Like I would watch it again. But like if this is on TV, well, I might watch it again too. Yeah. I would not go out of my way to rewatch.
That's so funny because like the things we talked about, like got me upset.
Yes.
See, I was laughing.
Well, it's like I wasn't. I was like, "You're an idiot." Like it was like, "What are you doing? Don't do that." Like because it's stupid. They like use your brain.
Yes.
Psycho Granny, I enjoyed more.
If I had to pick one, I enjoyed more. Yes, Psycho Granny. But it's also like, what's?
I think I'm
not going to bring that up.
I think I laughed out loud more at this movie than Psycho
Really?
Granny. I think so. Mainly because like the Domenic character, it reminded me so much of like the capoeira teacher in Bob's Burgers or the yoga character in King of the Hill, where it's supposed to be serious.
Yeah.
Oh, someone good voiced him.
Johnny Depp
Was it really?
for King of the Hill. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Wow.
Fantastic.
Yeah, so I don't know. It reminds me of like those caricatures of like,
Yeah.
I don't know what you'd call it, but like those kind of teachers.
Yeah.
So
I
it made
probably-
me laugh.
I'm probably just like expecting good or serious, and I'm just like, oh, I'm disappointed. If I should just, like usual, set my expectations low.
And you're never disappointed.
Exactly. Thank you, Marge Simpson.
I think that will do it for this time. So next time,
Good journey.
good journey.
If you like Nick Cage and horrible great movies from the Cannon Group Films, then like, comment, and subscribe for Nick on Cage podcast.